Uh, um,
What
on
was your
behalf,
favorite scene to shoot that didn't involve me and Stefania?
no, but I'm not saying it just because I'm talking to you. I'm literally, I would say
Yeah.
this to anybody. Because, no, because you can ask Chad and Brian, like, I was
Yeah?
excited about that. Because I, like, had ideas for, like, how to make that, turn that into a thing in, like, Nothing Flat. And things that were exciting to me. Getting into lighting, you know, and different things like, you know, that were, I wanted to shoot profiles, which is normally in TV, you don't do profiles. They want everybody's like, they want in here and they want their eyes. And I was like, nope, you're not going to get their eyes. You're just going to get to watch. It's like when you're at the airport, like, cause I was just on a plane and you see people way at a distance and you're not in their conversation, you can't hear anything, but you can feel what's happening between them.
Yeah.
I wanted to force the audience to have a little bit of that.
Okay.
Just a little bit of taste of that. So I mean, literally, that was one that excited me. But the other one was, and this is going the other way, I just had my full, like, you know, emotional moment with you. And then it's like, I want to be guy, stunts, crazy, ridiculous. How many things
So which
can
one?
I want,
Which stunt?
the big one, the big one, which I can't spoil, but,
The one that involves, Boris?
Boris. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I can't wait to see that with all the visual effects and stuff. I feel like,
yeah, it was, you know, and I haven't seen it in with all the VFX in. What was fun was that when I saw the first edit, it was not working.
oh,
and so I went back in and it was fun because my brain, you know, I'm a action kid, you know.
you
like,
love action hero movies, Jason. Just say it. You love your comic books. You love your action. There's nothing wrong with it.
Not even gonna front. Not even pretend like that's not the truth.
America, now you know.
It's so true. I am a big dumb action, you know. I mean, and so it was the ability to do that, and my brain was piecing together how do we turn that, and so you elongate that movement and all that kind of stuff. And so it was that was the other one that was exciting to me because it was actual action with a ton of visual effects involved in it that ideally nobody ever pays attention to. You know, and so that was something that was really, really cool.
Did you shoot that at 48 frames per second? Or
oh yeah,
no?
we shot at 48. Some of it we shot at 60. You know, and it's also because it was like I knew that was going to be a big learning curve for me. When you go, for everybody who's listening, like sometimes when you go 48 frames per second is slow motion, but with the equipment that we have, the editing equipment, we can speed it back up to normal speed if we want to. So I can come in and out of slow motion if I want to, and we can play with it. 60 frames, you're probably more often than not jammed up at just 60. You're forced into that's the speed you're going, and you can't speed it up. And so we shot it from a bunch of different ways in a bunch of different angles and VFX, and I'm all up in the VFX people's ears. I'm going, can I get away with, can I do blah, 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 blah. And they're telling me what I can and can't do. And this is the thing, this is the big thing I learned. They're like, because at first it was all explained to me as what you can and can't do. And then eventually they just kind of broke down and said, no, you can do anything. It's just how much time you have and how much money it's going to cost.
I was going to say,
those are the two things.
How much money are we going to spend on VFX? Yeah.
It's the oldest rule. They say it about film, but for everyone out there, it's true of pretty much any project you're ever going to do in your life. Good, fast, cheap. Pick two of the three. That's kind of the gig. You know what I mean? If you want it to be good, if you want it to be good and you want to do it fast, it ain't going to be cheap. You know what I mean? If you want it to be cheap and you want it to be good, it's going to take time, which means you got to plan it out. You got to really get ahead of it. And so that was one of the, you know, again, learning curve that I was like, I speak a little bit of this language, but, you know, but a little bit of drinking from a fire hose, and that was a lot of fun. And it was just
from a fire hose.
and it was a big episode. So I was just, you know, and also this is the one where they threw me back in. Like my first episode, they wrote me down as an actor.
Oh yeah, you had some scenes in this one.
Yeah, well, suddenly I had, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm good for the acting while directing, and so we'll be fine. You know, so don't. I said, write me down for the episode where I'm prepping, because I can't be in two places at once. I can't go look at locations and be in meetings with visual effects and with stunt coordinators if I got to be on set. So write me down for the episode where I'm prepping, but you don't got to write me down as an actor. And in this episode, they were like, yep, and they didn't write me down for either, really. So like I'm at Graves.
They didn't write you down in prep either.
I mean, they say they did. I was at Grey's Anatomy and Station 19 while prepping. Yeah. Like, and I was like, y'all obviously decided. We were like, oh, just throw that brother in the deep end.
Somebody over at Grey's was like, he's not working a lot on Station. We should have him be over here. And so
it's all good.
Double.
It's all good. That was exactly what they did.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did. Do you know if they're gonna write you down when?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, I would assume because it's I mean, I don't want to assume anything. I'm preparing for the worst. It was good to watch you direct yourself. I'm prepared if I have to, but like, I hope they do a little bit just so I can focus on directing.
Send
it's
that
hard
little
to wear
note.
multiple hats, you know?
Yeah, just send that little note to Stacy or Peter, because it's just,
it.
yeah. I was gonna say, just because
it's been said, whether or not it'll happen or not, you never know until you get the script, like, which I may not get until a couple days before. So I'm open to whatever. I think it's going to be such a great learning curve because it is so different than my short film in regards to the timing, you know, but you know what, and I'm sure you can attest to this, is you're supported by 300 crew people. Like, you are
it's
so
very
supported.
hard to screw up.
Yeah,
I mean,
we don't
you can
want to screw it up. Yeah. And we don't want to not do a good job because we want to be able to do it again and again and again. But the beautiful thing is we are supported by so many people that are making sure we don't screw it up, that it's almost impossible to screw up. And I'm going to jinx myself by saying that.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, it's true. And I mean, because you're short, I mean, how big was your crew when you're short?
25 people, something like that. 30 people. We had a couple more people than I think, because not on a daily basis. It was around 20 on a daily basis, counting actors. But we had people that alternated because it was a short film. So we had different people, different days. So I'm trying in my head to think of like the payroll. I'm like, how many people got paid? But really that alternates, because I would say we had about 20 people on set at a time, one at a time, if not a little bit less. But that included the actors, script super, like Carmen was a script supervisor, and I got a little bougie with like scripty, and having a DIT on set was really a gift. And
I was gonna say, you actually had that's a pretty good size for a short.
It is. I mean, I think because I was able to have that year, because I was supposed to, for people that don't know, I was supposed to shoot right before COVID, and then COVID shut me down. And I would have had a much smaller crew then. But then because I had the time and really got to think it through and like plan a little bit better because I had more time, I was able to kind of bring people on and be like, whose schedule works for what and when. And I was able to get all the people I really wanted on the short.
And it was a beautiful product. Beautiful, beautiful finish.